Hi, today I'm reviewing the Ordinary's Retinol in Squalane oil. And really quick, I just want to say I purchase all these products with my own money, so you know you can trust my opinion is what I honestly believe. So the Ordinary has had this product out for a while. I believe they have a couple different concentrations. I picked the 1% because it was a little bit stronger retinol. But they have an interesting way of marketing retinol. They kind of market it as an irritant, which it really isn't. It's more of an antioxidant and a skin replenisher. So they kind of market it in a way that's kind of scary for some people. But anyway, I'm not a huge fan of how they market some of their products. Or vitamin C, they have a constant way of saying how unstable it is, and it can be unstable, but not necessarily so. Anyway, aside from all of that, I'm going to let you guys know my thoughts. My first criteria on the Sarah score scale is packaging.
And I know how to use it to open up the box.
And they've done a good job of packaging this. For the most part, it's in a nice opaque bottle, so the light doesn't have a chance to kind of degrade the retinol in there. And the dropper bottle, for the most part, protects most of the ingredients from exposure to too much air. So overall, they've done a decent job with the packaging. My second criteria is denatured alcohol.
Looks like somebody forgot there's a rule against alcoholic beverages.
And thankfully, this does not contain any of that. So they get a thumb up for that criteria. My third criteria is fragrance.
What is that smell?
And like most products from The Ordinary, this does not contain any fragrance, which is always a good thing. My fourth criteria is manufacturing location, and this is made in Canada, like most of products from The Ordinary. My fifth criteria is ease of use, and I gave it a thumb up.
It was easy.
There, it's pretty easy to use. Now, normally in my normal routines, I usually would use retinol and my face oils kind of in two different steps. But that's kind of what's nice about this, is they've kind of combined those two steps. And the nice thing is the fact that they have the squalane in there. It kind of prevents some of the dryness you might normally get from just a normal retinol cream. Although if you find a good solid retinol treatment cream, most of them will have some good emollients in there. Not all of them, but most of them will. So you won't experience as much of the drying, but the oil kind of circumvents a lot of that drying process that you normally would have. So on days when I'm pretty busy and I don't have time for my high maintenance skincare routine, which takes me quite a while, this is a nice one because they've kind of combined a couple steps into one. So very easy to use. Yeah, just smooth it over your face. My number 6 criteria is antioxidants.
What's in the horse pill?
It's just medicine. It's good for you.
And this doesn't have a ton of antioxidants in it, but it's kind of The Ordinary style of kind of keeping most of their products very minimal. So you kind of use several of their products to create your own skincare routine. But it does have retinol, which is a good solid antioxidant. Squalane, which is good for your skin as well. And then it also has tomato extract in there, which is a good antioxidant and also good if you have oily skin. Some good toners use that for people with oily skin. So, and then it's also got jojoba oil. My skin is very iffy with squalane overall, though. So I didn't have any issues with this, thankfully, but if I use just a plain squalane oil, usually I'll have some sort of issue with it. This one I didn't have any issues with, thankfully. So, but for the most part, got some good antioxidants in there as well as the squalane and retinol. My number 7 criteria is animal testing.
And you passed the test. You won!
It makes me feel much better about making more frequent and more expensive purchases with them. My number 8 criteria is performance.
This usually works.
Well, performance issues, it's not uncommon.
And for me, I didn't notice as much of firmness and as much of a reduction in wrinkles and fine lines as I do with my normal retinol serum. I usually use the Paula's Choice retinol serum. This one I just didn't notice as much firmness as I usually get from that. I'm not sure if it's the combination of the oil in there. yeah, so that was my only issue with the performance. It just didn't perform quite as high as the Paula's Choice performs. And it could just be that the Paula's Choice has much more antioxidants included in there. There's also, I believe, vitamin E and vitamin C in there. So just didn't notice as much. But if you're newer to retinol or have a lot of irritation from retinol, this might be a good place to start. And I think they've got a lower concentration as well. So yeah, so if you and retinol don't get along too well, this might be a nice way to start out using it. So, and check out, I think they have a 0.5 concentration as well. So, but for me, I just didn't notice it performed as well as other formulas, but that doesn't mean everyone will have the exact same reaction to it as well. So, and my number 9 criteria is price.
You know what I like best?
What's that?
The price.
And this is awesome because it's $6.70, and this is the full size, which is 1 ounce. So you can't beat that for sure. So especially if you're on a tight budget, it's worth checking out. Retinol is good to have in your routine, in my opinion. But if you can, try and use it at night. It just absorbs better throughout the evening. So anyway, the price is right on this one. So. And then my number 10 criteria is the it factor.
What do you think? Is it cool or what?
And I didn't give it the thumb up there like I normally give most ordinary products. And the only reason I'm doing that is I'm more concerned that their marketing of the way retinol works is not the most correct, and it can be used a little bit and kind of make people nervous to use it, which they shouldn't be. It's a solid antioxidant, and just start using it slowly, just like you would like a alpha hydroxy or beta hydroxy acid. Just start out slowly and build up your tolerance to it. And always use other emollients and things like that with it. So, yeah, so it's worth checking out if you don't currently use a retinol, or if you're looking for a retinol that combines an oil to kind of prevent some of the dryness you might get with a retinol. So, yeah, so The Ordinary does a lot of good things, and most of them are pretty affordable, which I like. So overall, on the Sarah scale, this got an 8 out of 10, which is pretty good. Worth checking out, and certainly a lot more affordable than a lot of the other retinol serums on the market. So anyway, I'm interested if you guys have had a chance to give this a try yet or not. And if so, what your thoughts were and how did you like it? So leave a comment. I love hearing from you guys. Feel free to subscribe if you're not already. I come with at least 1 new review every day. And as always, check out nobsbeauty.net and the Amazon link below. And if you want to help support the channel, give this video a thumb up. Thank you so much, guys.